Right? Was it 2015, Locks? 2015 location, Pooler, Georgia. Locks was so excited to drink some beers with me and watch New York Rangers
Oh God,
play
yeah.
playoff hockey. And we went out
Oh,
to
watching Rangers game with
The-
beef
not
The next time that happened, it was three of us were together, and I was like, I'm not doing this again.
wow. It is the
I
funniest
was quiet.
experience ever.
I was like you.
We
JJ, I was
literally
like you.
went to a bar, and I was like, what are we doing? Like, this is just like, it was awful.
If I was at the house, I probably would have performed, but in public, I wasn't going berserk. I was hands crossed.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
just quiet,
It's weird. It's
barely
weird.
drinking my beer.
Yeah, I didn't drink the entire game.
Were you at the cigar bar?
Yeah. I went to cigar bar and had tea, water, Diet Coke at one time. But now when they won, I brought in a bottle of Blanton's and I had a Cuban cigar and they let me drink out of the Blanton's and that was just kind of enjoyable.
They don't have Blanton's there.
No, they don't. How goes? Oh, how goes? Not having Blanton's.
They didn't spot you a bottle of champagne.
I brought that too. So
He's got like a grocery bag
Have
with
you,
him.
I was going to say, have you met JJ? He had probably a big duffel bag full of.
oh God, I had a duffel bag of Chiefs clothes in case things started going bad. I could change the shit. It's like bad luck, get it off. And I'm not an insane guy. Yeah, I am. I'll admit it.
Locks put on the rundown today, anticlimactic ending to an otherwise great game. Now, I believe you and I talked about it, Jeff, the last time when we were on. But Locks, what do you think? You throw your 2 cents in there because it's free.
It just the penalty is that what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
The whole ending, the kick, the field goal, talk about it all.
I mean, it was a great game. I thought first half, second half, tale of two halves. Typical Chiefs just never count them out. Insane. But it was, the call. I'm not going to say that the call should have been made or not made. I just wish that it didn't work out. That they were just able to run it down. I don't know. It could have been. I think it would have been an easy field goal if they'd had the time to do it. They would have had probably a minute and a half left if they were forced to kick there on fourth down. But I don't know. It just kind of. I was like, oh, well, that's it. I went and let the dog out. The game's still on. I was like, I'm going to go to bed. Just kind of ran off.
Well, and the thing was, it wasn't guaranteed because this has been the Chiefs kicker, Butker. This has been his worst season. So
get rid of him. That's the plan.
But so it wasn't really exactly a guarantee that he was going to kick it through.
I get it. I get it. It was a great game. I thought I could watch those two teams play again. I think very well, and it was amazing with all the injuries they overcame. The Chiefs, it was very impressive. There's a lot more players that can be on your team next year healthy to make you even better. So
how about this for devil's advocate? It took a questionable call in the AFC Championship game to get the Chiefs into field goal range to win that one, and a questionable call in the Super Bowl to get them a win in the Super Bowl.
This is
if you want to get him started, his whole face just changed.
This is kind of weird because all of a sudden the Chiefs are the bad guys.
No.
Chiefs are the new evil empire, which I don't get because it's only 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
It's
happened with Dabo too.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
he was the most likable coach in the country until he won 2 and beat Daddy twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just okay. I can accept being the bad guy as long as we keep winning. I'm cool with it. I'm good. I mean, I can be hated.
Casey's on the podcast. He's a Yankees fan.
Yeah, he's a douche. But
are they synonymous?
Someone's told me they were kind of synonymous. But
all right.
the one thing I'm excited about, me, and we have talked about this when we have talked or BS'd or been on this podcast, that I'm excited. I've always been upset about the Chiefs defense. Patrick Mahomes has never had a top 10 Chiefs defense, but 5 of those players on the defense for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl are rookies.
Yeah.
So that's pretty encouraging. And
They're cheap.
they are cheap, and
Rookie deals. That's how you build.
Yeah.
Well, they go 2-3 years. You have to be
3 years.
It's a 3-year
3
deal,
years.
and then so gotta
That
hit
should be
the
about
window
4
while the
Super
window's
Bowls.
open. Yeah,
Huh?
Gotta get the window while the window's open. So
Yeah, absolutely.
you can
So
afford everybody.
as much as I love Patrick Mahomes, I think he's a huge talent. I'd love to see the Chiefs with a top 10 defense just once.
Yeah.
But it's a great game. I thought it was one of the best Super Bowls ever, and not because my team won. I thought it was an unbelievable game.
It was, and I kind of agree with Locks too about anticlimactic, because what happens there is it's 3rd and 4, 3rd and 8, whatever it was, incomplete pass. They call the hold, which Bradbury admitted he held the guy. But they call the hold for whatever. They didn't call it defensive holding the entire night, but that's a story for another day.
Right.
But then they have to kick a field goal, and there's like 1:38 left. I think the anticlimactic came because I think the whole country wanted to see Jalen Hurts with one more chance. I think for the game deserved that. I felt as a neutral fan, the game deserved him with the ball with 1:08, 1:38, whatever it was. Probably no timeouts at that point. They probably burned a couple. I don't know. I don't remember.
Right. Or maybe one. Yeah.
Maybe one.
I don't think they had their timeouts left, but I'm not. Don't.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Don't rest sure on that.
But then don't let Patrick Mahomes run for 33 yards or whatever
on one leg.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's a lot of ifs and buts, but I think just that's what I was saying with my guys that were here watching the game with me that night. It was I think that was I wouldn't say frustration, but that was the more like moment, because once they gave him the penalty, you knew they were going to just run the clock out. And how about Jerick McKinnon sliding down at the 1? The guy's
got about went in too. Even
he almost.
he got that butt down first.
But you're a child growing up. You have your first opportunity to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Because if he scores that, I mean, they're coming right back.
Eagles were letting them. They were letting them.
They just said go score, and they're like,
and he had the right
smart.
So how smart is that, and how unselfish is that as a team?
You'd like to think that then the Chiefs were like, do not fucking score, guys. But it's still in the back of your mind. You're like, it's wide open. You're right there.
Yeah, you know, Kelsey's going, come on now. I need one touchdown here.
Yeah.
To pass Jerry Rice. And,
I have a friend that had a Jerick McKinnon anytime touchdown bet.
Oh.
And he had a full unit on it.
Oh. Is it that friend?
That's some good money down the drain.
That's another friend.
Yeah, there's another Chief hater all of a sudden.
Can we not spend a lot of time on it? But can I ask you, the halftime show?
Awesome.
Hated it.
I was okay with it. I wasn't like, oh, it's exciting. But I'm going to tell you what. If I'm her agent, I'm not putting her that high in the goddamn air.
Well, that's a good point, too.
It's like, no, and Prego, okay, let's kill an unborn baby and a major superstar.
She was fine. If she was locked.
She would have bounced.
She was locked in. You didn't see them come up, and when she got to the floor, they unhooked her. She was fine.
Yeah, anything man-made can be busted.
Yeah. Owen Hart says hello.
What are we doing here?
Never too soon.
She's so not relevant anymore, right?
Hey, Vince.
But I guess at this point, who is relevant that wants to do the Super Bowl? Everybody's done it now. Who's going to do it next year? There's no one wants to do it. It's a giant pain in the ass. And she lip synced 88% of that thing. It was
100%. It was all lip sync. There was not a single thing she said.
And she's all this. It's. I always like because they bring out.
I'm a cool boy.
Yeah. It's just over and over. It's the same shit. I just like the different.
We need to do next year's Super Bowl halftime.
I was thinking maybe there's a chance Eminem was going to come out. I don't know. And then just
you didn't happen to watch the NBA All-Star game this weekend, did you?
I watched Saturday.
I watched some of it.
They at halftime they had some African music playing, African pop music. It was awesome. It was awesome. Just the the beats to it, the singing.
And when you say awesome, you mean
dancing.
awesome, or you
I
say
really
awesome,
do.
you
Yeah,
mean,
no,
okay.
it was great.
Get
Like, why
wise there.
not?
I mean,
They were doing a big thing.
Yeah.
African instruments and the choir in the background and all that kind of stuff.
It was
That's kind of cool.
pop music, but it was
Oh, yeah.
it was definitely a lot of that. They had apparently the NBA is trying to expand into Africa, and they had something. Pascal Siakam, who plays for Toronto, I believe, at least he did. Was there kind of promoting it?
I will not get us kicked off. I will not get us kicked off.
But it was really cool. It was really well done. I thought it was just different. It was different. It was fresh. It was new.
So that confirms that you watched that game for some reason.
I didn't watch it. What are you talking about?
Or is it confirmed that maybe music from
Milf Manor was on?
Might be good. You know?
How about go ahead. Never mind. Just
well, go. No, you can't tease the audience
you can't
like
do that on this show. You can't do that on this show. You can't double snap.
Did anyone watch Saturday night, like the 3-point and the dunk and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Mac McClung.
How fucked up? Okay. Who is a G League player who's not in the NBA, signed a 2-week contract to be in this with Philly so he could win the NBA dunk contest. I mean, people are saying he saved it, but he's not actually in the NBA. So what are we doing? Okay. Like, nobody wants to do it.
Nobody. Yeah.
You're telling me someone's sponsor can't give Ja Morant enough money to do the dunk contest?
If Ja Morant were in it, it would be over.
They would have to raise the rim.
He's incredible.
I mean, he's insane. But this McClung kid, like, it was fun.
Awesome. The reason I liked it, his salary is $107,000, and he made $100,000 on the dunk contest. That's fantastic.
It was good. It was good stuff. I like the 3-point. I mean, they filled that thing up. My God, those guys can shoot the lights out too. But it was fun. I've watched that stuff since I was a kid, you know, and it never ceases to amaze me how they kind of get it right and then they screwed up next year. So next year will probably suck.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Like back in the day, it was Jordan versus Dominique Wilkins in the slam dunk contest,
and these guys were in the All-Star game,
right? And
so they got to go into that. You know,
that's why they've opened it up because they can't get anybody regulars to play.
Well, they get hurt.
And I thought the other guys were great too.
They're all right. Yeah.
I think they put in the G League guys because I think the NBA wants to flash the future.
Well, I also think they knew what they had.
They knew where this kid was coming.
And no, it's also as part of that. They don't. Yeah. The stars don't want to play because they don't want to risk an injury or ankle sprain or whatever.
Well, the kid from the Knicks,
labia tear.
The kid from the Knicks that did the two worst dunks where he put his arm in and they put his arm in. Yeah. Terrible. That kid, I've seen videos of that kid. He could get like his shoulders at the backboard. Like, that's how high he can jump. He's a beast, but his dunks suck. You got to get like a chick do some choreography for you or something.
Right? With basketball now, and we all know the court doesn't change size. The basket's still the same height. In the next couple of years, they're going to think about changing the dimensions of the court because players are getting bigger.
They're so big. They're so big. Like, it's not right.
They're so big, and they have 6'11" white dudes that are carrying the ball up the court.
Yes.
I mean, there's best players, Nikola Jokic, and
Jokic is an animal.
And he's 7'4",
7'4", and he can actually dribble. He can pass.
Mm-hmm. Back in my day, all the big guys, the coaches just said, get under the hoop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just get the ball.
You don't dribble. Like, I was the tallest kid
in my
6th, 7th, 8th grade year. Casey, don't dribble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You get rebound. Okay, coach. I get rebound. I box out.
Yeah.
Rebound and foul.
Wow, you get 5 fouls. Use them. Okay, coach. I tackle this guy.
Fire bad.
I don't know what that voice is, but it sounds.
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
Mongo like candy.
Speaking of NBA, can we get an update on the Effingham County YMCA Knicks?
Yeah. Well, huge week. We kind of stumbled into the season, and it's 3-3 on the season.
All right.
Lackluster performance. Had a 9 a.m. game on Saturday. The game finished about 10:20. The Effingham
In and
Knicks,
out.
they woke up about 10 o'clock and came back, but then lost at the end. So disappointing. Just fell short. Just literally
Was it
like
close?
playing asleep. Yeah, they lost by 2, 3.
Oh, close.
Season's
Close
over?
game,
Yeah.
yeah.
Playoffs, baby. Playoffs.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's
Playoffs?
seven teams, obviously 3-3. But there's a clear number 1 seed. They're a dominant team. So I don't know how it's going to work. But we are literally probably the 3rd best team, maybe 2nd if they get their heads screwed on right. Yeah. Yeah. All the other teams just beat each other up.
The 3-3 team.
You got ball face. You got to worry about him.
Did I tell you? I didn't tell you when we went to the North Carolina basketball game. They only had 3 people show up. Will's team did. The Knicks did, and they played 5. They played a team of 5. They won by 6.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And it was like 54-48 or something like that.
Of course, there's no defense.
Yeah, just back and forth. They filled it up. So yeah, they took the challenge on and won. So that's
obviously
cool.
the best kids were still there.
Mm-hmm.
The kid that gets hit in the face with the ball was not.
The coach's son and the best kid were there, and the other kid was a real good rebounder that hates to shoot. He just passes it out to him. So
perfect.
That's about all they did. But
that's
pretty cool.
My style of player right there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you brought it up. You brought it up. You took a trip, Christmas gift for the kid, to go to the Dean Dome. Something I've never done. To watch Clemson, upstart Clemson against a flailing North Carolina Tar Heel team.
All right, real quick before you jump in, isn't Clemson basketball always an upstart team until about game 15, 16?
I mean, we all feel like we're right in the middle.
Only for the past 11, 12, 13 years.
The new contenders for the ACC 5 games later.
Came into the game in first place in the ACC, no big deal. In North Carolina, middle of the pack, and just feeling pretty good about it. Not great, but just kind of had high hopes, we came in 7-point dogs. Is that what I said? Yeah. Coming into there, which is supposedly a tough place to play. I mean, basketball arenas are typically what, 8,000-10,000? This place holds 21,500.
Well, yeah,
it's big. So
it's the moneymaker.
It clearly is. It is, and how
much Jordan shit did you see?
Not as much as you think.
Really?
I don't know if you've been to Chapel. KC went to a football game there. No,
long time ago.
Yeah, I did. We parked, real easy park. Went up to what? What's that?
That was there. That was there when Jody turned around and goes, "Just go."
Oh, they just told us to leave. Yeah, go get a keg. Yeah, that's right. yeah, because it was like third quarter.
I thought you were mocking Locks because he can't jerk off yet.
No, we got killed in that football game. But we go right up to their main drag, which is it's a town. It's a big old campus too, and it's all like there's no chain restaurants. It's all like mom and pop type places for food and a ton of it's called Franklin Street.
Franklin. I was like Freeport Street.
I could see you looking for it. And there's a ton of merch places too. And from everything from like a place you see in Clemson, like University Hall, which is a national place, to like just a mom and pop place. So we're just walking along, and there's bars sprinkled in, and there's people, but it's not like packed, dude. It's not like crazy. It's just people here and there. This is 2:00 game. So we got there. We're going to get something to eat. We had to go buy some clothes for one of my friends at work because he's a huge North Carolina fan. So he had some stuff picked out I wanted to get for him. Walking down the street, this is me wearing just a blue Clemson sweatshirt. My son wearing a black, it was raining, like wearing just a black jacket. Nothing Clemson, nothing bright orange. Fuck Clemson. Some guy like right next to me. I was like, we were just walking. I was like, okay. And then my son's next to me, and he just kind of looks at me, and I looked at him. And I was like, so hear that? He goes, yeah. I said, just goes to prove that assholes are everywhere, not just at the University of South Carolina. Like it's obvious that it's like we're our family. I could have been like, here, meet my 12-year-old daughter to this guy, whatever. But I couldn't believe it. We go to the merch place to buy the stuff for him, for my friend, and I go to check out. and I got like $100 worth of stuff, and we're the only people with Clemson stuff in there, obviously. And the girl is like checking someone else out, and she looks up at me and she goes, "Ew," to me. I was like, "What?" I said, "I'm here buying your crap."
Are you sure it's just the Clemson sweatshirt that she had that response?
Yeah, I was like, "I'm here buying your crap." She goes, "I don't care." She's like, "I don't get she's like, "I don't have any commission for what you buy." I was like, "Fuck you, ladies." I felt like saying,
Really?
I mean, a student.
Yes. So I literally, she checks out and she gives me a receipt. She goes, "Hope you lose." I was astonished.
Can't understand normal thinking.
So I'm sitting there while my son was looking at some other stuff, and I'm sitting there, and there's another dude in there who doesn't have Carolina blue on, and he comes over to me because he saw what happened, and he goes, "They're all assholes, aren't they?" And I was like, "Thank you." I said, "I've been here half an hour, and this is like the second interaction I've had of like people that are just dicks." He goes,
For no reason.
Yeah.
Like you weren't talking trash.
"No,"
You
and
just
I
You're
was
just walking down the street.
trying to bite my tongue, dude. Like,
yeah, because you're in the minority.
well, I'm in minority, and
You got your kid.
if I was with the three of you, I would have said something, but like it's just not appropriate, you know. But they were like really pushing. So
we would all three of us would have walked into a Tar Heel bar saying, "Say something." Steve.
yeah.
You know?
Oh. But yeah, this guy's like, "This is what I get." I said, "For what?" He goes, he points over at his kid. He goes, "For sending my son to North Carolina." He goes, "I'm a diehard Duke fan."
Oh,
I told him, I was like, "Dude," I said, "Well, I said, at least you can say this." I said, "You at least beat them." And he started laughing. He goes, "Hey," he goes, "and you beat us." I said, "Yeah, see," I said, "So everybody at the ACC sucks." I said, "They act like they're the best thing since sliced bread." He goes, "I know." So yeah,
So we
it's
can all
called
be friends.
entitlement.
I go into that game, dude. I could count, obviously, because it sticks out from the Carolina Blue. There was maybe 100 Clemson people in there out of 20,000 people. It was amazing. And we got beat bad. And yeah, it was tough. So
those upstart Tigers.
I got a friend here. Go ahead.
I just, fuck them. Like it just, I guess I'm glad I did it. But like even my son said, he goes, "If we go see another college basketball game, I want it to be at Clemson." So done.
Now the Cameron Crazies would be fun, though. I think.
Yeah, fuck them too.
I just think it's a historic arena. That's why
We've been.
Yeah,
Lox and I have been to that place.
Yeah, sick brag.
Yeah, we almost got hit by Mickey Krzyzewski in her car.
That's right.
Krzyzewski.
She jumped the curb.
Krzyzewski.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a friend here on the island that played on the 1982. Speaking of sick brags, 1982 national champion North Carolina team.
Really?
His one of his best friends in the world, which doesn't make sense, is Dante Calabria, and apparently Calabria will be here in a month or so. So I get to meet Dante Calabria, former big-time shooter for the North Carolina Tar Heels, and one of the two guys that I had around my arm when I was a manager of the basketball team, saying, "Get the fuck off our court."
I wonder if he remembers that shit.
Nice. Yeah, you should get a picture of
with the ESPN. With the ESPN cameras in my face, and I get back to my dorm room, and my mom said, "What did you say to that boy?" So
peace and love.
That'd be wild if he remembered it too.
I don't know if he will, but anyway, he was like, "We're trash." He went to the Pitt game a couple weeks prior.
I think he had more memorable experiences playing for the Tar Heels.
So Hugh Donahue is his name, and Hugh played with Hubert Davis, so like he's very good friends with him. One of our mutual friends went with him for the Pitt game. It was like, you have no idea the royalty that this gentleman is in North Carolina. Didn't play much. It was a walk-on. Played like on the JV team, because back in that day they had a JV team. But he's friends with all these guys, like literally to this day, still friends with all of them. And they say he walks around the Dean Dome, and he's like royalty. So anyway, he's trying to get me to bet on Clemson. He's like, "We are trash. This is the year I've watched you guys play. This is the year you guys beat them. Baycott soft. This, that." I looked at him. I said, "Hugh, we lose by 20."
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "I guarantee Clemson loses by 20. That place is the house of horrors for Clemson. They've won one time in 60-something tries." So I'm like, "That's not going to happen." He's like, "Bet it. Bet the house. Bet the house." And so I didn't, obviously. Yeah. And I see him. He's like, "Oh, man, I'm so sorry. I told you." Oh, was like, I told you we were going to lose that one,
He
and then lose
he
again
did the Jeff strategy.
to a 3-win team.
He did the
Season's
Jeff
over.
strategy.
Watching
Philadelphia's going
that.
to win by 9.
Yeah. Well, watching that in person, like you were saying earlier with the basketball players, I Googled, I'm like, how tall is Baycott? He's 7 foot. PJ Hall next to him, 6'10", and they don't look tall when they're all on that court together. They're just a couple inches taller than everyone else because they're all 6'8", 6'6". It's probably the smallest person out there. It's wild.
What I have
Even the
learned
guards,
about
like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
What I have learned about sports stats is they lie. They lie like dogs.
Well,
because when I actually was like face to face to Ray Lewis,
yeah,
and it says 6'2" on the program, I was looking down at the little shit.
How big was his knife?
Yeah, but basketball.
How big was his knife?
I don't know, but I swear to God, he wore a shirt so damn tight. He had muscles where muscles should never be. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you know. But yeah, it's like, hey, Ray. I said, hey, Ray, Mr. Lewis, how you doing? Hey, man. It was like, you're not 6'2", dude.
Yeah.
You're not. Yeah. So those 7-footers are probably about 6'10", 6'11".
No, basketball, but football, they make them like.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray's 6'4". You look at him, he's like, that dude's 5'3".
No shit, he was on my fantasy team this year. That punk.
Speaking of punks, did you see Jason or what's his name? Kelsey.
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey?
Travis.
Yeah, him.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to be hosting SNL.
He's got the personality for it. It'd be tremendous.
Is that next week or this week?
March 4th.
Next week. Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to fight for your right to Lombardi, baby. I mean, that's just what it is. And he's going to get all the Gronk endorsements now.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, boy, that's the word of God. If he hasn't impregnated half of Kansas City, he'll be a miracle.
Okay, that's a different way to go at it.
God, he bangs it out. Ain't just on the football field.
He's pretty funny. I watched Saturday Night Live. I think he'll do well. He's pretty good.
Casey's frozen.
Yeah.
Casey had a stroke.
Yeah, he is frozen.
Good. Let's carry the show like we always do.
Just got the text. They lost power.
I mean,
the generator's firing up.
It ain't easy carrying 275 pounds on our backs, is it?
He's got a
fuck.
He's got Ryan out there starting up the generator off the pull cord right now. Yeah.
Hey, so I was looking at your outline here, bud.
Yeah.
And you were asking me a question.
Yes. Yeah.
Did I see a Chiefs player that was drunk in a wheelchair?
Yes.
Of course I did. I was very, very proud of him. I think he's a backup linebacker. But he Pedialyte IV'd. I think he got on the stage and like special needs kid. Just all fucked up and getting out and shit. But it was great. Oh yeah, he was rocked.
Who was it? Was he a starter or
no? He's a backup linebacker.
And he just got
bombed.
I saw them. They had a wheelchair and he's like, they're carrying him off the bus.
Yeah, like he's like not even a professional athlete, like he's on Special Olympics. It was like,
oh god,
it was fantastic. It was the best.
It was pretty funny. I was stunned that happened to an adult, other than myself, I guess. But it's pretty funny.
Patty Mahomes had a case of Coors Light on the bus, and it was gone.
I saw him. He was chugging one and holding on to the top rail on the top of the bus, and they were holding him so he didn't fall off
he was
the side.
It was rocked. It was so good.
Yeah.
And then, well, you know me real well. Obviously, you understand Missourians can drink. Sure. I mean, it's just a thing we have in our genes. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And there's nothing else to do after football season but drink and go deer hunting.
Right.
So, you can't plow in the snow. So anyway, yeah, we're pretty good at it. If I told people if you ever go to my hometown, you can get drunk for an entire weekend for $40.
Yeah.
That's with food.
Yeah.
So, but it's a good time and they don't make them weak. And and the Chiefs learned that again. And we enjoy it. And we've never seen this kind of run before,
right.
So
right. There's no stopping it. I mean, is there like free agents coming up or contracts? No, I don't think there's anything.
We got some cap space now, and plus the cap's increasing in the NFL next year. So by 20 million, I think. 30 million.
You can go score a wide receiver too.
And Patrick Mahomes has already said he'll defer some of his pay to get guys in.
That's smart because he's got all the endorsement money coming in too. I'm like crazy. I'm sure.
Oh, dude, that jerk. Love him.
That's a smart way to do it. That's what Brady did, right? That's what all the quarterbacks
to get the guys. But however, something else you mentioned, and I agree with you on this one. Terry Bradshaw. Woof.
Yeah. I mean, come on, guy. Like, what are we doing? Like,
and I love Terry, but this isn't his first kind of like uncalled for comment. Who the fuck is this?
Hey, get off this show. We got
you back.
Howard's going to come back on. It's going to happen again, so it's cool.
Did you have to breastfeed the child?
No, it's just lost power. It was awesome.
Oh, okay.
Why?
What? I don't know, because
it's an island.
It's a Husky Island.
I just want to be sure.
Is
it raining?
Too heavy outside.
Is it raining?
Yeah. Okay. We need to recap real quick. We're talking about the Chiefs player at the parade who was on a wheelchair because he was too drunk. Casey, we need your comments. We need your classic comment when someone is that bombed.
Crushed, shattered, destroyed.
It was bad.
It was That's the only reason I mentioned that whole thing. He's
an embarrassment.
Great. Total embarrassment.
Total embarrassment. Get up off the ground. You're embarrassing yourself, your family.
Bad.
Embarrassing your mother, your family.
Bad.
The family name.
Yeah.
Crushed.
Classic.
Hey, well, the reason we missed last week was Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you all do for Valentine's Day?
Oh, we got with it.
Yeah?
Did you hook up?
Yeah, that's what I used to do. I was on the rundown, which is great because I used to do that for everything. Spring break, Christmas break. Yeah, how was your break? Did you hook up?
Yeah, it was just like it rolled right off the tongue. You knew it was coming too. You're trying to have a response and it just freezes you dead in your steps. You're like,
it's like when I'd walk into a party and be like, "So I got my tongue up this chick's ass, right?" People are like, "Who the hell is this guy?"
Yeah. It was a hell of a
This is how it starts.
Yep, we're here.
I call it hello.
The best was I did it at a theater conference of all things, and when I was I think it was when I went back. It was when I went back to work at Clemson, and
I'm talking about current Valentine's Day. But continue.
One of the professors. I walked into a theater. He stands up. He turns around. He's like, "Hey, Queen, so I got my tongue up this chick's ass, right?" In a full theater of people, we had no idea, like theater people. I was like,
"Wow,
yeah, Ray."
All right, so let me ask you guys seriously:
right,
you ever had your tongue up a chick's ass?
I don't know what you were asking about Valentine's Day. So
well, yeah, but then now, but you segued to chick up the tongue up the chick's ass.
That's just a thing.
It's just a thing.
Not real.
That's once in a lifetime moment.
Yeah.
I wanted attention. I was starving for attention.
I drank too much. My mouth tasted like ass. So I wanted to see the difference.
Yeah.
It worked every time.
Every time it worked. None of the times. All the times it didn't work, it worked.
All right. So Valentine's. Back to Valentine's. I I just can't keep laughing about the anyway. What'd you do?
We ate steak, potatoes, and broccoli. It was amazing.
Ooh, then what? Did you get her a card?
No.
Good idea.
So I live where I live. It's kind of hard to access.
Run to CVS on the island.
Right. So I usually go over. I go over a lot, probably 2 or 3, maybe even 4 times a week. I try to go over. But that particular week, I don't remember. I had just got back into town. Should have planned. Didn't.
Good boy. Good boy. Yeah.
That's tough.
I got back here on like a Tuesday. maybe Wednesday, and I think Valentine's Day was last Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
So I figured I'll go over again, and I'll get a nice present
Right.
and a nice card. I mean, I'm good for
nice
a good
game
card,
controller.
you know?
Like that.
Yeah,
So
something
Wednesday, get him half
PS
off.
PS5 or something like that.
Yeah,
Something that she really wants and
Yeah.
needs.
Smart.
And yet I didn't go back over. So and she went over. So I was like, oh damn
Hey,
it.
hon, can you pick yourself up something?
Yeah, get yourself something nice. Here's a 20.
Here's the card. I bought your boat ride. Is that cool?
Exactly. Trolley's on me. Trolley's on me. So okay.
What about you, Lux? What'd you do for the missus?
Given this scenario, though, are things forgiven a little more?
What's there to forgive?
Yeah.
It's like,
man,
I didn't realize it was this next week, and then
what's there to forgive? He's got the rest of his life.
I love her. I love my wife.
Yeah,
she's the worst gift giver.
Oh, so you're
so
above even.
If I do anything,
yeah,
she's great for the kids, but for me, I don't think I've gotten a thing in the card like, hey, we'll go see a Broadway show. Like 3 years in a row.
You're a piece of shit.
Yeah. Like,
still haven't seen a Broadway show.
Yeah.
So, but at least I got those tickets. I kept the cards just so
the card.
Right. You got the massage ticket too? Yeah, you know. 1 hour massage.
So I figured she was coming. She was going to get something in a card or something. So I'm like, damn it. She goes, what do you want to eat tonight? I'm like, you figure something out and I'll cook it.
You cook? Okay, I'll cook it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll cook it. Very nice.
Right. Yeah. So she cooks steak and broccoli and mashed potatoes.
And I stared at my phone.
Yeah, I saw it. We saw pictures.
Said, you want me to turn the grill on?
It was really bad looking food porn.
No, we're gonna do it on the hot pan with the butter and the garlic and stuff. It was so good.
That's a solid way to do it.
Yeah,
you got those skills. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't. She did. She did it. It was great. She's like, oh, I just wanted you to have a nice meal. Thanks, hon. But I tell you all that word salad to tell you. We're going to San Fran for 6 days. Napa, San Fran, Sonoma.
Drinking that wine.
Hey, you want to stop by and see a friend of mine?
She'll be taken care of. Let's just say that.
You going to Oracle Park?
No, there's no baseball.
Oh, what the
When are you going?
Next March 1st.
Hey, you need 2 buddies to go with you? Make sure you have a good time?
Yeah.
We did our honeymoon there. I would definitely go to Alcatraz. Wait, what?
It feels just like marriage.
That is kind of cool, but no, for real, no lie. Definitely go see the redwood forest.
Oh yeah, with those big ass trees.
It's like it's fake.
Yeah, literally.
They filmed like Return of the Jedi, like up in there. Like remember like the Ewok forest, like dude, it's.
Hey, where is it? How close is it?
You're talking the language he does not know. It's only rom-com. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Can you say like Sweet Home Alabama was filmed there?
You got to buy like a trolley thing, and then it'll take you there. And I want to say the trolley will even take you to like a view of the Golden Gate Bridge that you can't get because like you don't want to drive in that city, bro. Don't drive in that city. It's fucked.
Yeah, no,
I'm driving. I want to drive down Lombard.
Nah,
just get an Uber.
It's fucked up. I was going in a trolley down a hill in the rain, and like you go down the hill and it flattens and down and flattens, and this guy is just flooring. I've never been so scared in a trolley in my life. I mean, I was holding
open air, right?
It's open air and it's spitting rain, and it looks like we're just gonna hydroplane and crash.
So
somehow did it.
Now, I want you to listen to me, damn it. Okay, and I'll send you money. You can get Blanton's in San Fran for about $100 to $130 a bottle.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I want 2. Pack light, fucker, and wrap.
Jesus.
What?
You can't Postmate it from San Fran or something?
No, they can't. They won't sell it over the other side of the Mississippi.
My word, Jeff.
What do you mean, my word, my ass? Just get it done. 2 bottles. God damn it.
Just 2?
I have an addiction. What?
Just 2?
Just 2.
Well, if you can put 3, get 3.
I mean,
what do they sell? How do they sell cases?
No. But you might have to go like
just buy a barrel and just roll it to you.
Just relax.
What is this? Is this where Blanton's is from? Why is it cheaper there?
That's cheap.
It's a West thing. Yeah, it's cheap for that. I mean, normally it's like 2 on this side of The illegal line is about $200 to $240.
Everything's more expensive in California, I thought.
No, that's not true. That's just like what you want to hear from Fox News.
That's one thing I've never listened to, but go ahead.
Anyway, you can get Blanton's at the liquor stores for $100 to $130. Now, there's a lot of liquor stores, but so you might have to go about 2 or 3 because they only sell you about so many.
Yeah, no problem. She'll be fine with that.
Yeah, she's fine with that. She loves me. Anyway.
Yeah, we're not gonna go to the winery tonight because I have to keep searching for this brown water for Jeffy.
For fuck's sake, you're gonna be passing by him all over wherever you go.
It has horses on top.
Yeah. Hey, honey,
how about this? I'll take a picture and send it to you.
I swear to God, I'm gonna reach through this goddamn computer.
Please do that every time you go near a liquor store. Just walk in, take a picture of it.
She'll pose. She'll pose for me.
I will Venmo you right then.
But what the odds of getting it back without it cracking? I mean, we tried this with like.
I don't want to hear this horse shit. You just wrap it the fuck up. You wrap it the fuck up between your panties and fucking sweatshirts, and you goddamn just get it there.
Would it not be cheaper for you to buy a ticket, go to San Francisco, buy all the bottles?
What do you think I did last time I went to San Francisco? I got 3 bottles of fucking Blanton's over here. They put it in a box for fuck's sake.
And you need more?
Yeah, I'm down 2 bottles.
The Chiefs won.
Chiefs won.
Oh God.
I was celebrating.
Honestly, who gets addicted to the most expensive things?
Do you know my father?
I feel like
addicted
to $40,000 on a cruise with a hooker. Okay, I mean that's just the way it goes.
There you go. That's it.
I'm just want $100 bottle of bourbon.
Mike,
disregard.
He wouldn't pay for his kids' college. However, this whore went on a $40,000 cruise, and the first day of the cruise, she has her period. How's that happen?
Now we're going down a trail.
This is a good way to end it, but we're not ending yet.
No. Yeah, speaking of she's on her period, how about tigers and tampons?
He took it right out of your mouth.
Right, my segue. He
nailed it.
We share the same brain.
It's only been like 200 episodes of this, so I
think it was one of the greatest 24 hours in golf in a long time. Like when he did it, I was like, that is the funniest fucking thing. And then he had to apologize for it. And it was the most sincere apology, which I loved.
You mean like when he was fucking around? I mean, Christ.
Yeah, but why does he need to apologize? It's a joke between friends that a camera happened to catch.
Yeah.
Right.
I know it's misogynistic. I get it. But like that wasn't the point wasn't that. It was a joke between 2 friends.
No, it was really an insult to the other guy's manhood.
Yeah.
It's like I'm driving with one leg, dickhead.
Yeah.
And I'm blasting it by you.
It was great. And the crowd, I guess, was loving it. The rest of the weekend, they're like, every time he'd hit it past his playing partner, he'd be like, give it Tampax. Yeah. I mean, Tampax should sign him. It was literally written right there on it.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
That's like the Clemson basketball player that's balls exploded that now has an underwear NIL deal. I mean, it's like it just makes too much sense.
Wait, what do you mean his balls exploded?
I don't know. He was on Instagram. He had something happen to his testicles. He said he went to lift in the morning, took a nap, and when he woke up, his testicles exploded. They didn't really, but they were rather enlarged, so he had to go get surgery. But he was on Instagram Live, and he was all doped up on whatever the heck
my balls done exploded or something.
Yeah, like I went to lift. I went and took a nap, and I woke up, and my balls exploded. 3 hours later, and my balls are okay.
It's called whack that thing and get some ice.
I'll see you in a few days.
It's bad.
So it just makes sense. Sometimes the NIL deals or the sponsorship deals just write themselves.
They come to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I will say one more thing on the golf.
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity and you want to be very entertained, watch Full Swing on Netflix.
Is it good?
It's one of the best. You remember the Jordan documentary?
Yeah.
I'd put it right there with it.
Really?
Yeah.
But you're a golf fan. See,
I am.
There's a podcast that Jeff and I both listen to. That's the female lead on the show, does not like, but she liked the F1 show.
Yeah,
That was very
it's the same-
similar.
It's the same producers. It's not all about golf. It's more about the people that play golf. It's more about their personalities, about their lives. The one episode that I would say
It
sticks
is
out
a
the
rough
most would be
lifestyle.
I would say the 4th episode about Joel Damon called Imposter Syndrome. I would watch that one and not watch the rest if you're only going to watch one.
Okay,
Sure.
cool.
It's like
I'll
a
check
story, like they could be a movie. Just
Really?
what this guy's been through and what he does, and it's very well done. I would
Playing
check it
golf
out.
in the best courses of the world, hanging out in the best country clubs with the best food. It's got to be clean golf balls wherever you go.
Yep, and beating cancer.
Whatever.
Details.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Don't ruin the story for me.
Hey,
Cancer.
It was
Everyone
Speaking
gets over that.
Speaking of beating cancer, JJ learned on TikTok this week that Brandon Walker, apparently he's famous. I think, is he a Barstool guy?
he is a Barstool guy.
Yeah.
He put out his top 3 best fast food cheeseburgers or burgers, I guess.
It was a weird list.
It was a weird list. He had Whataburger at number 2. He had
Never had
Hardee's,
it.
some burger from Hardee's at number
the
1.
Texas Toast Burger is number 1. Yeah.
The Frisco. Wasn't it the Frisco?
Which I've
Yeah,
had that.
that's
It's too much bacon and it's way too much mayo.
And the Steak and Shake Burger.
Yeah.
The double, I think.
The butter burger.
Yeah. See all right. Now let me ask you this: when you judge a burger, do you judge it with the fries included or just the burger?
Burger.
Just the burger.
See, I'm the same way. I wouldn't
fries.
judge the fries as
are
part of the
fries.
burger.
Yeah, but that's what he was saying
right.
about. That's what he was saying about the other. What's it called?
Right.
Five Guys. 'Cause
Right.
They give you literally a grocery bag of fries.
Well, it's $30.
It is. It's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it is,
it's-
and he's right. It's not fast food. You ain't waiting in a drive-through at Five Guys.
No. I
No,
mean, when I
it's-
think of fast food, I think of like Hardee's, McDonald's, Wendy's, Whopper,
Taco
Whopper,
Bell.
BK, Whopper, Burger King. I think of like that.
Oh,
In and out.
I had a
Whataburger.
Whopper.
Never had it.
I had a
Never-
Whopper the other day.
Did you?
I did too. I've been
They
on
have
a
these
Whopper.
stackers. They have these stackers now. They look pretty
Are they
good.
good?
I don't know.
I've been on a Whopper kick lately. I don't know what it is. Nuts.
So I went.
I'm telling you, they're making money off of these commercials. People are going more than they ever have.
And you know, I swear to God, I saw the commercials like 1 or 2 times. I haven't seen the commercials since, but I've been in a mood for Whoppers.
That's good.
What's your favorite fast food burger?
Terrible fries. Terrible.
We'll play that. Great onion.
All right, who's going? Are we going to do round the circle? Like
One,
3,
are
2,
we
1?
doing top 3 or just one?
Well, it's just one. We can do. What do you? We can do top 3.
Just do one.
All right, we can do one.
Let's do
Oh,
one.
see,
what's
that's
your
tough,
favorite?
man.
Oh,
Because
then
that's
do-
like a
then do
taste
two.
of the day, you know?
The 2. We'll do top 2.
Two top
Let's be
2.
different. We want to be different. So
Let's be different. Well, all right, Locke, you go first because you are the fast food effing king.
Chick-fil-A today. Got my 5 meals.
Yes,
I would
democracy wins.
I would probably say, God, it's a toss-up. I would probably go with, and I don't want to. I'd probably say it's a Wendy's double, the double.
you took my number 2, so
yeah.
I'm gonna have to go.
And
switch it up.
one is gonna. I mean, the one's the Big Mac. And no lie, I didn't start eating the Big Macs until about 3-4 years ago.
Get out of here.
Never tried it.
Interesting,
I used to always just eat
interesting.
just a quarter pounder, which I like to. Quarter
Yeah.
pounder, good while driving and eating. The Big Mac,
nah.
gotta stay still.
Yeah, no, you can't drive with a Big Mac.
No,
yeah,
it's not bad.
that should be illegal.
You're gonna wear it.
You get
Pull
shit
you
all
right
over.
over.
You're gonna wear it. Yeah. What? That looks lighter, Jeff.
Don't
You're
touch
looking. You're looking for the rest of it, aren't you? I saw you.
Got a little in there. Hold on there.
We didn't know.
Hey, I tell you, the
We can
Kansas City
tell.
Chiefs won the Super Bowl. No,
We can tell.
What JJ? What are your 2?
oh, God, bless America. Right now, I have to probably say the double Whopper.
Double.
Double. Both mine are double. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. We're getting after it. If we're going double.
Oh, hey, 2 hours later, that thing's coming right back.
Yes.
Double Whopper and I'll say the Wendy's double.
That's number 1.
Yeah, I'd say is all around burger. Yeah, I'd
Pretty
say.
good. It's pretty good. Square
Because
patties. Who
Wendy's
would've thought?
isn't as sloppy as the double Whopper with cheese.
Favorite burgers, right? Favorite burgers.
Burgers.
Right, the fast food.
Number 2, I'm gonna go with the Big Mac. That's
Ooh,
my number 2.
you like that Thousand Island.
Yeah.
And my number 1 is that's a good one. The cheesy gordita crunch at Taco Bell.
Nailed it. Just killed it.
I mean,
He just won the board.
He's done.
He nailed it. Mic drop. He just nailed the board.
Double mic drop.
favorite
He
burger.
just
He
dominated
went
us.
international burger. That's what made it crazy.
I went up to the Taco Bell in Beaufort the other day that has the chili cheese burritos and got 3 of them. And I swear on everything holy, I could have gotten 16 of them, but they were $3 a piece. And they were about this big around.
$48.
I almost went back through the drive-through while eating the 3 that I ordered to get
Why
get
didn't you?
15 more.
Just spinning around the whole day.
I had a meeting and I didn't want to have to actually poop my pants.
Well, that's thoughtful of you.
How about this? Dan Parker checking in with Bob's Big Boy Double Decker. That's a good
All right.
one.
Dan,
Do you
damn
know?
good call.
No idea,
Heard
but
of
that's
it?
good.
Damn good call,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's not fast food. That's the problem. I
Jeff,
love
you know what he's talking about? Bob's
Yeah,
Big Boy?
we had Bob's Big Boy up in Virginia for a while.
Okay, yeah. I grew up eating it, but like when I was eating there with my parents, like I didn't eat like that. I wish I could try that.
You got to go to the second window to pay. You got to get a sack. You got to go in your car. That's Bob's Big Boy was the plastic
White
place.
Castle. I should have gone White Castles.
No one said Crystal either.
No, Crystal
Thank God.
can't hold White Castle.
Crystal's got the
Beans.
breakfast, the little sliders for breakfast.
I
Yeah,
had yet to have a Crystal's breakfast. It's killing me.
Oh
Pretty
yeah,
good.
it's good. They're worth it. It's worth it.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty
You
solid.
guys already talked about Terry Bradshaw, which is fine.
Hey, you know what's going on right now as we're
You
having
should
this
cancel.
show? You know what's going on right now?
No.
Lisa Anna's diddling to us. In our
Oh, it's so awesome to know.
isn't it great?
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
Stop
Did you hear
it.
about? You remember this, Locks?
Yes. I
You
saw
see
it.
this show?
I
She
follow.
she
everything
diddles.
on
She's
Barstool,
during, she
so.
diddles during sports podcast, and you know she's listening to us. She just hasn't.
Speaking of diddling, Locks has a question about the loofah sponge thing.
I do. I do.
Yeah, what is it? What's the question?
I've
I've been doing some investigative reporting down here.
Well, I can't move my arm all the way still. As close as I can hit my face.
You're getting there.
I'm
You're getting there.
It hurts like hell. So, I was always been like a soap guy. Rub the soap and then put the soap
hard,
on,
the hard
And
soap too.
Hard
Jerk
soap.
that
yeah,
thing with the
always.
soap.
Well, when my arm was like out here, like it was really.
Really, when you
I
get the
couldn't-
eye open, it
I
gets
couldn't
the
do
soap
my
gets down
thing.
in there.
So I started using the loofah. Okay.
Okay,
Which I usually only use the loofah when I'm at the beach when I have 50 PSF sunscreen over me. I like to get that shit off. So I started using the loofah, whatever, yada yada yada.
Okay.
What color?
Blue. Starting to kind of like the loofah a little better. Try
Means
the
it's on a
soap.
cold streak.
But got to know. So the 2 loofahs, JJ?
No, it's one loofah on your car antenna. All the way.
No, I'm
on
talking
the
about
way
you personally. You
You
use 2.
Yeah, remember we went off on the 2.
I use
loofah thing?
2. I use 2.
So
I get rid of the ass one real quick.
okay. So we got one for like the whole body, and then one just for the ass. And that's
Right.
like the brown loofah that we get, or what? Are we
No,
talking about?
well, I mean, no, it's whatever
it-
the hell color I have. I don't
Is
give a
it
shit.
on the other side of the shower so we don't confuse it and wipe
Oh,
our?
it's not on the
wipe
same
our
hook,
chin?
right?
We don't
No,
wipe
it's
our
not the same
chin.
hooks. It's not the same hooks. It is on opposite sides of the
You think-
shower
You think
for
the
where ass wash, body, face,
fecal
underarms,
bacteria is going
balls,
to get up
penis.
and walk to the other one?
Because you can't use the ass loofah for your balls and penis.
So what? So it's
I
just
mean, these are
it's-
treasures.
So it's
Ass only.
okay to rub your balls and penis
These
on,
are
on
the
that
on your
body
face,
one.
on your
these
face.
are the
Not the
tools.
butt one.
These used to be the tools of pleasure, and besides the tongue. So you got to take special care with a clean, good loofah.
So underside of balls, face, no problem.
Right.
But face.
The other
problem.
loofah for your
So-
ass and taint
many
is
questions.
the other one. Right.
Question.
Yeah, you got this, right?
How quickly are you going through loofahs? You buy the case.
Well, yeah, but for the ass loofah, you only usually use that 2 weeks. I don't care how many damn times you rinse it. You throw it the fuck away.
So your cleaning lady, she throws that away.
I throw them away. I'm a courteous. It's kind of like cleaning your house before she actually comes and cleans your house.
I think I have a fix for you though.
What?
Wipe your ass.
I always wipe my ass. I even wipe my ass and then use a wet wipe to wipe my ass. My ass is sparkling clean.
I mean,
what are you talking about? Well, you got hair up there and shit. You got to clean all that shit out. What's wrong with you people? You unclean bastards. You're like a bunch of goddamn apes.